Grounding the dream body on clear touch, stabilizing reality, and learning how to stay. Dream retelling. I wake up in what feels like my bed, but it isn't my waking world bed. I don't know that at first. I'm looking out a window and hearing familiar sounds, like someone at the retreat center starting up a motorcycle and riding away. Everything feels normal, as if I'm waking up at the Pearl. But something is off. My view of the retreat center is different, higher, more open. The wall beside the window seems partially missing, almost like I'm in an overhang or a lofted space. Beyond the buildings, the forest doesn't look like Mississippi at all. The trees are darker, hardwoods with deep greens and browns, older, heavier somehow. That mismatch is enough. I become lucid. Suddenly, the bed I'm in is inside a car. I place my hands on the open window frame and pull myself out through it effortlessly, like an astronaut exiting a spacecraft in zero gravity. I land on the ground and realize I'm on a farm-like property scattered with old cars and trucks, 1950s-style vehicles, shells and frames resting quietly. It feels like a junkyard, but not junky, more like a museum of time. The wood of a nearby house is dark and rich. The grass and trees are intensely green. People are walking toward the house in the distance. I stop myself. I remember my intention. Instead of rushing to do something, I ground myself, standing still the way I would in morning meditation. I ask internally, why am I here? What does the dream want to show me? I reach out and close the tailgate of a truck. I feel its weight, the resistance. The metal is solid, real. I pick up a piece of metal, maybe an exhaust pipe, and feel heat radiating from it. The sensation is unmistakable. I realize this is about clear touch. What I recently learned is called clairtangency. Standing on the bed of the truck, pun fully acknowledged, I notice the dream beginning to thin. Instead of panicking, I adapt. I touch again, deliberately. The tailgate, the truck bed, anything within reach. I focus entirely on sensation. The dream stabilizes. It becomes more real. I look around again and see the sun rising in the distance. I move between the trucks, trying to find a clear line of sight. I take in the full panorama, the hills, the trees, the land stretching outward. I focus on a hill in the distance and intentionally sharpen my vision until it snaps into clarity. I walk into a field and notice cows. I start running alongside them, speaking in a gentle caregiver tone. The hill ahead is steep, and the cows begin flowing down it like a river. I imagine them tumbling over one another. As I climb the grassy slope, I place my hand on the ground, and then imagine I'm touching the back of a massive cow. The hill, the cow, and the mattress I'm sleeping on merge into the same sensation. I know I'm dreaming, yet the experience remains embodied. Near the end, I notice something strange. A square grate on the ground. At its corners, holes begin to open, edges glowing gold, as if the scene is burning through from the other side, like paper catching fire. Reality thins, and I wake up. Vibrational interpretation. This dream centers on embodiment across realities. Rather than flight, speed, or spectacle, the focus is on contact. Touch becomes an anchor, an interface between consciousness and environment. The dream demonstrates that awareness doesn't need force or command to stabilize. It needs presence. The vintage vehicles and pastoral settings suggest timelines at rest, layers of memory and identity waiting to be revisited, not discarded. The cows moving like a river echo collective motion, instinct, and natural flow, while the steep climb reflects effort made with the terrain, not against it. Most importantly, the moment of adapting, choosing touch over control, signals a maturation of lucid awareness. Instead of demanding the dream stay, the dreamer listens to how reality prefers to be held. On a collective level, this points to a shift away from domination toward attunement. Raising vibration here means learning how to stay present inside unfamiliar states, whether dreams, transitions, or emerging futures, without forcing outcomes. DJ Dreamy Spin. This felt like an upgrade. I've had dreams where my sight suddenly became crystal clear, like my perception leveled up. This one was about touch, and not just noticing it, but using it skillfully. What really excited me was realizing in real time that grounding through touch worked. I could feel the feedback loop. Oh, this stabilizes the dream. That awareness alone felt like progress. Instead of yelling at the dream to stay, I stayed with the dream. Touching objects, feeling weight, texture, heat, locked my consciousness into that reality. It reminded me of grounding practices in meditation, just applied inside the dream world. If raising the vibration of the planet has anything to do with evolving consciousness, then it may also involve refining our senses, noticing more, feeling more, and learning how to shift awareness intentionally between states. Whether it's a dream, waking life, or something beyond both, how present can we really be? Questions to raise your vibration. Where in your life might presence work better than effort or control? How could grounding through the senses help you stay centered during transitions, both in dreams and in waking life?